Hey, what's up guys? It's Best Trends, and today we're going to be talking about PewDiePIe. As you have undoubtedly heard, seen on the internet in the past bit of while, Felix K. Jellyburger, aka known as PewDiePIe, has been a big internet sensation for lots of years. Lots of people like him, and lots of people really don't. But why? I am one of the don'ts, because he is in fact one of the worst content creators I have ever seen on the platform YouTube. Today, I'll be breaking down the top 5 reasons that PewDiePIe is in fact the worst YouTuber of all time. Before we get into it, I would like to say that this video has been sponsored by socks. Wear 'em. Number 1. Has a accent. While many people watch his videos every day, they often either don't really speak English or have to have subtitles on, because as it turns out, PewDiePIe doesn't make any sense. I've watched literally like 5 to 6 of his videos, and I couldn't understand what he was saying without subtitles, because he literally is incomprehensible. Here's an actual clip of PewDiePIe talking, and see if you can understand any of it, because most of the people don't get what he's saying.
They did surgery on a grape. Have you heard about this? Ah! This can't be true. There is no way they did surgery on a grape. Let me look at my second most reliable news source.
So in today's video, they did a surgery on a grape.
The prophecy was true. How could we have all been so blind? This happens 8 years ago? Really? Well, I thought it happened recently. Oh, is that the joke? Oh, I get it.
What? Apparently, he was saying something about a grape that had been mauled by a human and had to have had a skin graft. But I really didn't know what the heck he had trying to talk about. I turned on subtitles and looked into it a bit more, and it turns out he does this thing called meme review. But he could have had said something about the concept. It took me until almost halfway through the said video to realize that he was talking about memes. Who does that? If he were a good YouTuber, he would have just said something right off the bat, saying that he was going to have been doing a review on memes. But instead, he uses broken English to try and confuse his young, impressionable audience. Most of them kids. Not cool, Mr. PewDiePIe. Number 2. Steals content. One of the few videos I was finally able to figure out what PewDiePIe was saying. He was doing another one of his meme reviews. After a few minutes of watching the bad content, I began to look deeper and said, wait a minute, that is not even PewDiePIe. Here, take a look for yourself. It may be hard to spot, but if you look closely, you'll notice that instead of PewDiePIe, it's actually a Jewish commentator named Ben Sharpanero.
It's a picture of a pentagon, and then it says a hexagon, and then octagon, and then Obama is gone. And a picture. Oh, this one. This is a good one. I like this one a lot. Okay, that was epic. Next meme.
Wow. I know I already am not a fan of Mr. Peter P, but he could at least use his own content instead of ripping it off. Last year, in my 8th grade English class, my teacher told us it was actually had been illegal to steal other people's content. That's called playgrounderism. So Peter Pete is actually committing treason here. Not cool. Number 3. Hates India. Probably his most biggest, largest known scandal. The issue of Porcupine versus an Indian company called T-Series has actually been one of the most craziest things of all time. Basically, this company called P-Series had been growing really big in 2018, and PewDiePIe was like, nah, and got a lot of big YouTubers to try and destroy the other channel. Because T-Queries is from the nation of Indiana, it can be implied, or even maybe inferred, that PewDiePIe actually just hates the entire country. Wow, sad. I thought racism had been killed in like 1835, but apparently, nah. Makes you think. Number 4. Said a bad word. Even though it's been illegal to say bad words since Jesus outlawed them like 25 years ago, PewDiePIe thought it would be fun to make God cry and try to use some words that he probably ought not to. In this next clip, we'll see PewDiePIe say some horrible things. If you are a God-fearing individual, I'll put a stamp where you can skip to in order to keep your ears clean.
What a fucking oh my god, what the sorry.
Wow. I can't believe he would actually take the name of the Lord in vain, as if he didn't know the 4th commandment. Not to mention the fact that he really quickly, almost immediately, apologized for doing so. Shame on you. Kids could see that. And finally, number 6. Got tattoos. It may come as a surprise to hear that Porcelain Pine actually went out and disgraced his family's good name by graffitiing his own body. But I assure you that it is 100% absolutely truth. In video after video, I began noticing that he had numerous markings all over his beautiful skin, indicating that he does no longer love his parents and wanted to appear as a rebel. Well, I for one don't think that's tough, Mr. Pendirt Pinewood, and my viewers aren't going to fall for your savagery either. He was given the body he has, and if he ain't like that, then too bad. Well, there you guys have it. Those are the top 5 reasons PewDiePIe is actually the worst YouTuber. If you liked the video, drop a like. If you're new, subscribe. Comment. Peace out.